everyone.
Hi, hi.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you guys have albondigas today?
I did. This guy did.
Yeah.
Who has two
Wow.
thumbs? And albondigas?
Sorry,
This guy.
Gabby, he didn't give you albondigas?
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Didn't hook it up,
sorry.
Rosel?
We
It's
got some
delicious.
after. How was your guys' week? Welcome to Humor and Healing Podcast, guys.
Yes. Wow. It was Halloween this weekend, right?
Last week, yeah.
Yes, this last weekend. I don't know. I'm still tripping on Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think he's still in a
Yeah.
different time zone.
yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. But I'm good. I'm good. We did Pachanga Casino. That's what we did.
Did.
It was weird, man. They kept me sober the whole time.
What?
Yeah, no drinking.
I mean, it's the first time back they had anybody from like COVID, right?
Yeah.
At Pachanga.
So we performed 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, but they have a policy there that they grab your ID and they say, okay, for the next 2 days, no drinking while you're performing here. You're a
Wait,
vendor.
they took your ID?
No, they scan it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, like, for example, if I go to a bar, they can see it and go, oh, no, you're a vendor. You can't drink. You're not supposed to be eating alcohol. You're like, oh. So you have to be sober.
Oh, they take it serious over there.
Oh, yeah. It's like, but I was like, when was the last time I did a show with, like, not one beer, not nothing? I was like, it's been a long time. I was like, now I did 4. I was like, all
Right.
How was it?
I know.
Was it?
Much more fun.
Yeah,
much
you
more
remember
fun.
the experience now?
Yeah, I remember the experience. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
this show- I met so many great people. Oh, my God.
Wow.
It was good. That was my weekend. How was yours?
so.
Did you get to drink, Irvin? Do you drink on the job?
no,
Can you
no.
imagine? There'd be so much more.
No.
It's more fun, right? Here's
Yeah.
my shot. Here's my shot.
He's
Tell
over
me about your
instigating,
life.
man. Don't let her talk to you like
A
that.
little No, it's good. You know what? I'm actually pretty excited. I'm in the process of doing paperwork for the licensing thing.
Oh.
Yeah, in January is when I'm up to be able to submit my application to get my
Nice.
license. So
So you'll be official.
I'll be official.
Official.
It's gonna be like my mom. He's gonna be
We're gonna
legal.
have to start
Yeah.
charging. We're gonna have to start charging going to Patreon now because
Oh,
we're gonna have
yeah.
a license now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
you should get an
gotta buy a
OnlyFans.
house.
An OnlyFans.
An OnlyFans
told
for
him.
therapy.
I told him.
An
Yeah.
OnlyFans thing.
You guys need to.
Yeah,
videos,
for
so
couples. Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's audience for that.
¿Qué dice el público?
yeah. Like, can you imagine if you just had somebody go, man, that's what I'm talking about, and he or she can grab your video and throw it at the spouse. Look, this is a professional. You're crazy,
Right.
bitch. It's not just me. It's him telling you.
Right.
He's licensed.
He's licensed.
Yeah.
That's why I follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be great. I think that's
Show him
great.
your license. Show him your
Sure,
license.
I
See.
don't know. I want to start with something fun today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really fun
Okay.
and interesting. I don't know. Let's see. So there was a story about this 99-year-old husband who decided to divorce his 97-year-old wife, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He found letters from like 70 years ago
Uh-huh.
that she was writing to somebody else while they were married.
Mm-hmm.
So she cheated on him.
Yeah.
And she kept these
buddy.
memories.
Ooh, everybody
And
was
he
like,
said,
"Oh, I would
"Bye."
divorce him."
Yeah.
But he's 99. Like he's just, I
Uh-huh.
mean, he could have just wrote it out, right?
Couldn't you just tell him, "Oh, you're divorced," but not get divorced? Like, oh, yeah. Did I get divorced? Yeah, you got divorced.
You wouldn't remember?
I mean,
And by the time he figures it out, it's too late.
I don't know, but he sounds pretty sane to me.
I know, right?
He sounds
Yeah,
pretty
I
sane
know,
to me.
dude.
And
That-
it's just like Gabby said, it's the principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a principle. I would divorce too.
See? Especially if I'm
If
the
you
one with
lied
the
to
money.
me 80 years ago, I hate you.
Yeah, if I'm the one with the money, I don't know if I want her to have $1 million or 50 cents for the last year that she's alive.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more so like, how many times did you actually cheat on me?
Oh, it was an
Yeah.
ongoing relationship. Like there was letters and
Obviously.
trade.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was
no.
letters.
Yeah,
There was
no,
letters she
no.
kept. So there
No,
was
that's a-
mementos.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
There was
Like-
mementos. So
yeah.
obviously,
Kids.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably.
Oh, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, I think they wouldn't. What if one of the kids was not his?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
all these things
That's
he
true.
can ask questions on, or he found out that other things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a red flag that she held on to the letters. Like, if it was really over, like, you move on. That's it.
And listen, why is there a 99-year-old man cleaning? Like you know what I
is he
mean? Like,
doing?
is he that good of a
Maybe
good
he was
health?
looking
That,
for something.
well, God,
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
But at 99, like, should you just be sitting there breathing? Like, don't.
mean-
Like, what are you doing cleaning?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is like, nobody's taking care of Grandpa here. What the hell? No wonder she cheated.
He was
Nobody
getting
takes care of
bored.
these guys.
He was getting bored. He needed to make drama.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Could
true,
you
huh?
imagine that fight though? I wonder how it
Oh,
went.
no.
Like,
All slow.
I know slow.
ooh.
Come here and hit yourself.
Oh no.
Let me get my teeth so I can spit at you. I'll fight you.
And then they get tired because they're just like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that would
I
really.
mean, look, I think the guy's justified in divorcing. Finding
Right?
that out like that and it being ongoing. I think if it was like a one-time deal, I think
Yeah.
it'd be easier to let go. But she kept letters. That means it was really important to her.
I
Maybe it was the
wouldn't
love, her
because
actual love.
he's probably dead. I just like hold it up in her head like the whole time like I have 2 more years, bitch. Shut up. Like no, like I get an attitude.
Yeah.
Like like the day you cheated on me.
Yeah.
I would throw it in her face.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. What, I mean, just
Damn.
Let me show you all the letters.
exactly to just disappear is not enough. Like I need to make you suffer for these next 2 months we have of life.
Dude, Richard's next level. He's thinking the long game.
Oh, I'm
He's
thinking
like,
long
I better
game,
hide
bro.
my
I'm thinking long
letters.
game.
I'm gonna go hide my
Oops,
pictures and my
she
letters.
tripped.
Yeah.
And who's not gonna believe me? She's prone to that.
I gotta be careful around you.
Let me tell you, girl, I'm addicted.
I know. I've heard about you.
what if they walked into your office, babe, for therapy?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be tough.
What did you say? Just let it go. You're 99.
No, breathe. That's what he would say.
God.
Breathe,
Yeah,
breathe, stay
No,
alive.
stay until you get out of the office
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I don't want them dying there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends what the goal would be, right?
Yeah. Right.
Because if they're trying to reconcile, then
What if they ask you, like, how long will it take for me to get over this?
How long do you have?
How long do you
I
have?
know.
I don't know. Oh, wow.
Would you recommend for him, like if they came to you, would you say, hey, let's work it out?
You
or
say
would
life
you-
is too short? Is that what you would say?
So you can start again?
Wow. Rocio.
No, well, you know what? Look. I would have a conversation with them of like, what do you want? Like, just be
Yeah.
selfish. What do you want? So we can
Yeah.
think about it because. I work with an older couple that we just discharged. We hit their goals. They're not going to divorce. Like it went well,
Oh, good.
and we did good. And they are in their early 70s,
Oh, wow.
and they had, a bomb was thrown of infidelity the first session. You know the
I think I
she
remember
kept
this
it in the
couple. Yeah.
I've mentioned them in the past, and one of the things that was interesting is the wife told me we've been together so long, financially we're tied with children, our families. She's like, it's just not worth it for me to leave. I'd rather suffer and work it out and figure it out. I'm willing to do that. Like she said it. I was like, okay, I respect if that's your decision. And that's what she decided. So she worked it out. And in their case, it worked out because they got in a good place. Like towards the end, they did a vacation together and they hadn't done that in a couple years.
Wow.
And even prior to that, I believe they hadn't been intimate in years. And so from the last time I remember speaking to them, the husband even said it like our sex life is actually great. Like we're actually communicating because we're using some of the stuff we talked about. So
What kind of
it was
tips are
good.
you giving, Irvin?
I know, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
babe.
a-
What kind of tips?
I know.
The hell, bring
Those
some
are
of
my
that shit
secrets.
home. Bring
No,
some of that shit
no.
home.
Write them down right here.
Yeah, right. Bring some of that shit home.
How about we get some of those tips tonight at the end of this session?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
like I give date night.
Oh, yeah.
Date night.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good date night tip right there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, we actually had a question, or not a question, but we had somebody chime in when they wanted to speak about a topic.
Mm.
And this is something that's we haven't really talked about in the past. And they wanted to talk about couples with children with autism or special needs and different parenting styles. Maybe one parent is a little bit softer than the other, one's more strict than the other, or that's what I took it as, the
Right.
question or the topic. So I'm not sure if you have any intake on that. I know Richard probably doesn't have any.
Oh no, I'm
Anything
not
on
even
this?
gonna mess with this one. This is all you,
This is
buddy.
all you.
You're the
think
one
this
that's
is
getting the
more of a-
certification of the degrees or
About,
whatever.
like we're getting licensed.
Yeah, you're the one
That's
getting
right. That's
licensed.
right. You know what? Never mind
You're
on the
gonna-
license.
No,
I'm
no,
not getting
this
licensed.
is a license question.
You're right.
This is not a Richard question.
Ask me in 3 months. I'll get my license.
This is
right.
this
That's
is
all
the
you.
healing part.
Yeah, that's the healing part. No, you know what? I just finished talking to my director about this. She has this exact situation. And I don't know anything about them, so I feel comfortable talking about the situation because I literally don't know their name, haven't seen them, don't know anything. So they're anonymous to me. Basically, it's this couple. They have a teenager who has autism, and it sounds like it's pretty severe. So he's basically a 3-year-old in a 15-year-old's body. And I guess what it is that the mom is involved and the dad's kind of an old school guy. Like, I'm the provider and we need to discipline him and spankings and all that stuff. And the way that my director handled that was she kind of had to chew him out a little bit, call him out and just let him know, like, look, I understand you're the provider, you're doing a good job there, but you need to be more involved in the household because you don't know any of these things. Like, she started telling him about autism, how it works, how it affects, what the normal behaviors are. All this stuff was new to the guy.
Oh.
And he's literally like, I've never had anyone tell me this. And she's like, that's because you're not listening. You're always at work. Like, you need to adjust. You can't do old school, like, we need to discipline them. This kid has a mental deficiency. There's an issue there. No amount of discipline will change them. So, you need to basically, you need to go to a specialist to teach you what are the proper behaviors and the ways to correct them. Because you cannot, I really promise you, because I've dealt with people with autism before, they don't take well to discipline. They don't have the capability of understanding. They get very stubborn with you. And you have to take more of a softer approach with them. And one of the things is you need to have consistency because you will freak a kid with autism out. I've seen one that if we even move a chair just slightly, to the left and somewhere different in the office, they'll freak out because they want consistency. And so that's where both parents need to work together, talk to a specialist, and get on the same game plan. That's the number one issue. Most couples that have a child with special needs, they never get on the same page. And that's where the issues come because one parent's doing everything, the other parent is kind of going rogue on them, doing different stuff, trying to discipline them the way they think they should be disciplined.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it. And so that's the way I would tell them, get
learning
resources.
together.
And there's a lot of resources for kids with autism, like a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's what I would tell that person that I think they asked the question, right?
Yeah. I think that's a great.
Can I add something to
Sure.
this?
Yeah.
It'll be easy for you as a husband to walk away because now you found your excuse. You said, see, I tried. You don't want to do it my way, then you do it then. And you will I'm done.
Right.
And now you left. And yeah, great. You left. But that's your excuse. Just know that that's your excuse. See, you don't get to walk away. You have to stay there too.
Yeah.
Especially when they have autism because they need that help. They're gonna be there. You need to be there forever. You understand? They're gonna bury you. Your kid is gonna bury you. You don't get to just say, I tried. Because, see, these are people who complain, go, see, that she doesn't listen to me. No, then we're not supposed to listen. You're supposed to listen to them because you don't know anything about autism, what you just said.
Yeah.
Don't use this as an excuse to walk away and justify it and go, see, I tried. And then blame everybody else. No, you don't get to walk away, bro. You need to stay there.
Dude, no, he's on the money. A lot of guys or parents come in doing that with that attitude, like, well, I tried. They didn't want to do it my way.
I'm working. I have to do this because we have to feed the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to just shake it off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not this one.
No.
Maybe another kid, maybe somebody else. 'Cause
Right.
she can redo your life at the age of 15. They don't need him. You know what I mean? I get it. You're getting divorced and your kid's 14. By 16, she can be on her own. You're out.
Yeah.
Right? But a kid with autism, no, that's a commitment for life. Like, you guys decided. See, that was something me and her had to make a decision. And as cruel as this sounds, we understood if we had a kid that wasn't okay, we were willing to terminate.
Yeah.
Because we understood the responsibility that comes with that.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something
You're
you talk
like-
about before.
Oh, yeah.
Before.
Before you get pregnant or before you decide on having kids. Something you talk
Yeah.
about because you might not be on the same page.
Yeah.
You might
As
not, and
cruel
will
as
be
that
the end
sounds,
of
you
your
need to be
relationship.
prepared and go, this is what I'm okay with. And I tell you because I understood that my life was about traveling. And it is not fair for me to walk away and drop my problem or our problem on her or our situation on her
Yeah.
and go, here, I got to go work. Because that's what my job requires. Same reason why me and her only had one kid.
Yep.
I understood that my work was going to make me travel. So we make those conscious decisions going like, we can't do this. So a kid with autism, a kid with Down syndrome, a kid that's sick, that's not in our books. That's
Yeah.
that was not in our plan. So we adjusted accordingly. And it was a moment where we were kind of scared. We're like, oh my God. The
Yeah.
doctor had told her he might have problems.
God.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, wow.
She was
We
high
already
risk.
talked about this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was
But-
high risk, and it was scary to make to know that we might have had to make that decision. But thankfully, we had other tests done, and we had another outcome.
Wow.
But yeah, after we tried for 4 years.
Yeah.
But I
So-
understand the responsibility that comes with a kid
But yeah,
with
but
autism.
because we had
Yeah.
already talked about it,
Yeah.
as hard as it was gonna be, like we already had talked about it. But that's something important that you should before
Yeah.
even getting married, before like if you're going into a long-term relationship or you're gonna have kids, that's something that you really should talk about. Not just having the kids. What if? It's the what ifs.
Yeah.
What if that? What if this? I mean, and that's not just special needs, just having a kid on your own.
Yeah.
Listen, with the Red 40 and all this stuff that's now coming, apparently we're not eating real food.
Yeah.
Apparently
That's
we're
right.
not. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure there's more coming.
I know. And, you know, one last thing. I mean, that's why I appreciate your marriage with Rocio. I mean, you guys genuinely talk about this stuff.
Oh, we had to.
Like, dude, this is stuff like I'm trying to teach people to do. I'm not saying you guys have a perfect marriage, but that was a masterclass in dealing with that issue, which is kids. What are we going to do if this happens?
Yeah,
That way you kind of prepare yourself.
and it's so scary.
It sometimes shocks me how little couples talk about this stuff. Like with kids, with money.
yeah.
I mean, I already told you I had a couple where the woman was in like $90,000+ of debt, didn't talk about it with her husband, and he had to find out the hard way when they started getting collections.
No,
Oh,
That stuff you
That's-
talk
that's
about.
a big like
Yeah.
I mean,
Right?
I think we had something similar to that.
Yeah.
The Camaro,
Oh, yeah.
where I almost divorced this guy.
What the heck?
Let's not talk about
Yeah,
it right now.
yeah,
Can we
yeah,
not?
let's-
It hasn't been statute of limitations
Yes.
yet.
Yeah.
We're still in the statute of limitations.
You know,
Can you not
but-
talk about this, please?
Yes, might have a statute
Can
of
you not
limitations.
share or overshare?
Yeah. You know,
Jeez.
just to go on a positive note with this question, and very quickly, autism is also not a death sentence either.
No.
Depending on how severe it is, if it's really severe, like the example I gave you, it's lifelong. It's going to be, you're going to have to help them out. But if it's like mild or moderately mild, these kids, if they get the proper behavioral specialist to work with them, they can actually live a normal
Oh,
life.
yeah.
You know, I
They're
mean,
great people. They have like the best ideas and the best. They're
Yeah.
I have my godson. I love him to death.
yeah,
He's hilarious.
yeah,
And
and
he's so smart. Like
yeah. I
tell
mean,
you.
some of them have careers and have children, get married. I know one couple where the husband's autistic and they have children.
It's great.
You know, he has
I
his
love to hear
career.
Stories like that.
Yeah, of course. So, you know, just for that person, hopefully,
Love it.
you know.
All right.
All right.
Richard brought up a podcast from the IE in Friends.
Yes.
Hi guys.
What's up, guys?
we wanna actually talk about it too. We want to tag them on this, and they discussed naming babies after your ex. What do you guys think about that? Like,
Have you ever had that? Have you ever had a couple
had
walk in
anybody-
and say, "Hey, he or she named them after their ex
like
because
they
they're
just
still
found
into
out
it"?
they got tricked into it somehow.
You know, I'm
Now your baby's named after the girl that he used to love and got away. You're still
you know, no, you know what? I surprisingly have not come across this one, but give me about a year. I'm sure I'll come
Oh
across.
yeah.
This
I'm
one.
pretty sure. Give me
Oh,
enough
yeah.
time. I'll come across it. But Richard, what do you think about that?
Oh, bro, that's messed up, man. That is messed up because she knew, he knew. And the problem is, you know how you find out at a party.
Always.
It's always at a party.
Your
It's
friend- your friend spills
your
it?
cousin. Your cousin spills the
primo?
beats. Yeah,
All the time. time.
Because
dude.
family's forever.
It's always a primo, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always a cousin. Hey, prima, remember when you said date that guy named Michael? You're like, what?
As
the
kid,
baby's
the
name.
kid's
Remember
best
you named your kid after him. Remember you even told us, just like Michael. Remember? You're like, what the hell? Yeah.
Oh no, do that. Trágame tierra.
Yeah.
Trágame tierra.
Yeah. Yeah, like as a mom and you like she just spilled your beans.
Yeah.
What do you do? Is that like do you divorce?
Is that like an indicator though, like that you still have feelings for your ex?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the
It
Oh
is?
yeah, you still
Look.
want to know. You want that person to know that you're gonna think about that person for life.
Is it
Like-
is it because you think like they want them to know that you named them after them?
Oh, for sure. Oh, as
But-
a
What
mom,
a
whore!
No, no.
No, but it has to be somebody that spills the beans directly. It goes,
Yeah.
I know why you named him that because you told me you were going to name your first kid like that. Didn't matter who you married. It's when they
toxic.
really
Right.
the cousin that throws you under, or the family member, the friend.
yeah, but that that would be a reason though why
Yes.
that person named the kid. Like, I'm
Right.
sure, like they find
So
out.
ghetto.
Yeah.
That's
It's so
so-
Yeah, that's a little
that's
bit.
ghetto,
Yeah.
guys.
It's kind of that's kind of getting your boyfriend or ex-boyfriend's name tattooed on you, and then you're married.
Oh.
Your wife's name Maria, and now you got Petra on your back. I mean, that's
You can turn that off. Or cut it. Cut it
well,
off.
yeah, you can change that name. you can
Cut
change
it off. I'll do it for you.
But a name of a child.
I mean, I was telling you, like, Richard, fun fact that my brother, I think, was named after, like, my mom's ex-boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
But, like, my dad always said, it's different back in the day, like, in the 50s, right? Nobody, like, like, you didn't even hold hands back then.
Right.
Like, in El Rancho, they didn't even do that. So he's like, you're good. You guys
No.
didn't make out.
Back then, it was literally what my grandma would say,
Through the
una
window.
barda de piedra.
Yeah?
First of all,
Yeah.
it was a fence made of just boulders. And you sit on the other side of the fence. O abrían la ventana de madera, se abrían.
Yeah. It was
And
through
you
a
sat-
hole. It was a hole.
By la ventana. And then he was on the other side. And the mom would be in there. Like, everybody could see. It was just you
Oh,
and
no, they would hide.
these two.
My
No.
moms, they would hide. My grandpa couldn't know.
Oh, no.
So
You
it
guys.
was like 2 seconds of like, hi.
Oh, yeah. De que no se hablaba, no se hablaba. No, era cuando tenías permiso. Cuando te daban permiso.
no,
go.
they didn't
No, no, no. When,
My mom's,
Yeah.
Cuando te daban. When
Sí.
you were dating, when you were
of course.
trying to go after this girl, and everybody's legit. So you would have to walk with the mom behind you. You have to sit on the edge of the window. When we were just trying to hook up,
Right.
it was just the letter. Y mándasela a María y dile que al rato le hablo. Y que your dad was telling me that that's how he would,
My
like,
dad.
your dad, when
He
we
was
were
telling you
outside.
things.
Yes, about how he would, like, reach out to girls,
Yeah.
and it was just through a letter, and then hopefully her brothers didn't find out because they'll kick his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
My
Yeah.
5-foot dad.
How is
Was
your
it-
dad doing, by the way?
He's great. He's great. He's back in Mexico.
Nah.
Not
He's
Canada.
about to hook up again.
Oh, he's on the prowl.
I don't know.
He's-
I don't
he's
know.
getting
I'm
after
not
it.
supposed to
Dating?
know
No,
this.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
supposed to know
Dude, this
this.
is gonna be his third
I
wife.
haven't got the 411
Does he watch
yet.
it? Does he watch the
Damn.
podcast?
I know.
I don't even know if he knows how to connect.
Oh, he'll connect.
Oh,
He'll
he'll-
connect.
Ay, Dios.
He told me.
Por
He told me.
favor,
That's
let's
right.
not.
That's right. Richard's the wingman.
Yeah, when you're outside listening to him drinking Bud Lights, he'll tell you everything.
No, he tells
Oversharing.
you more
He's-
than
yeah.
he tells me.
He's over there oversharing.
He tells Richard everything. It's
Yeah.
like that's
Cuando
his
agarres la Zanaida. Ay, chiquito. I'm like,
Stop.
ugh. All right.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Move on.
So we
Uh-huh.
have talked about in the past about women's bodies and us wanting to get the BBL and wanting to
boob
get like the boob jobs
Mhm.
and the Botox, and you came up with the conclusion of like it's my body, my choice, right? But you also have a say in it. But my question to you is, if I want you to get a hair implant, is that okay for me to ask you?
Or a six-pack.
Or like, can you
Because
get like
Oscar
a
de la
six-pack?
Hoya got a six-pack, and I'm pretty
Right.
sure it was his wife told me, hey, look.
I mean, is that an okay thing to do? Is
Because,
ask?
well, was it okay for a guy to ask a girl to get a boob job?
No.
No. I love that pause.
Well, there you go. There
Wait,
you
wait,
go.
wait, wait, wait.
No.
I mean,
Wait, wait, hold on now.
A ver, talking to the mic. Don't talk into us. No,
mean,
Gabby, talking to the
Gabby.
mic.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, those are the conversations, right, that you
Right.
have
Uh-huh.
That's right.
with your spouse or your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Because
Sure.
I mean, if you come out of nowhere like 10 years in the marriage and you're like, hey, can you get a boob job? It's like, what?
Like out of nowhere,
Right.
You know?
right? Like
So
we've
what do you
had
think?
We've had these all our lives
Uh-huh.
because you've known us at least,
Like now I'm insecure.
right? Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you don't lose boobs, you lose hair
Uh-huh.
with time, right?
Uh-huh.
Are you trying to tell Richard something?
No,
Yeah.
no, this
Oh,
is
you trying to tell me
no,
something?
no, babe, you have plenty of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at all
For
that.
I feel like you need to
For
laser
now.
it off.
For
and you're
now.
I
just-
think we need to laser some of yours
Yeah.
off. Yeah. No, but like you know, men change differently than women
Yeah.
change, right? And sometimes you want to be attracted to your wife, and you want your like vice versa. You want to see that attraction.
Mhm.
And what if your wife is like, man, I miss Richard's, like me. Like I'm watching your old pictures, and I'm like, wow, he used to have a lot of hair. I didn't realize he didn't have this much hair.
Mhm.
Babe, you should get a hair plan. What do you think?
Mhm.
Oh, you seem upset.
It got personal.
Saying, let me-
It's like, I
let me
feel
tell you.
Would you be mad if I asked you to get a hair implant?
No,
No?
no.
I
Would
think
you?
it's because you've told me you wanted it.
That's fair. I mean,
It's different.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
What about it? What about like if you're trying to tell your husband or your wife like you need to lose weight?
Yeah,
I-
yeah. What if you tell them you gotta lose weight?
See, but that's
Look.
not cosmetic.
right.
But
I mean,
kind of has
I mean, it deals with
Yeah.
looks, but look,
attraction, right?
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That's something that Gabby and I talked about, like when we first got together, because you know I always joke, but like we're pretty vain. Like
Yeah.
it's important to
You
us
are
to
vain.
well, I know I am for sure, but we're definitely vain, and it's important that you find the other person attractive.
Right.
And so we had the conversation of like, hey, look, if the other person starts to not take care of
themselves go.
themselves, yeah, they start to let themselves go. We're giving permission to each other right now to be able to bring that conversation up and not just get offended. And hey, look, I appreciate it. She keeps me in check because I gained a lot of weight, and she brought it up, and she's like, hey, like, how do you feel? And I was like, oh, I know what she's
she
I know
wasn't-
what she's I know what she's telling me.
Wait, she said it.
Now,
Yeah.
that being said,
Go
Sure.
ahead, Rich.
have you ever told her?
No, you know what? She takes care of herself. That's the
No,
problem.
no.
That's
That is
the
not
problem.
what I. That is not.
No,
what
no, no.
I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay, okay,
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold
I
on,
have
hold on.
something to say though. I have
Hold on.
something to say. What did I ask you when we first got together? What did I ask you? Say it.
Because I think we were having a
said, "Don't be
conversation. No. Well,
No.
no. We had a conversation, and I think it was us and your brother, and we were just all
Yeah,
talking,
we're all talking.
and kind of like what type of women we're into, and then it goes like, oh, are you a boob guy or a butt guy?
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I'm a butt guy. You know,
yeah,
I like
you
butt.
like butts.
I like a nice butt, and
what?
she's like, and you know, she's like, oh, okay, you know, what did you think? I mean, how did you handle that? Because I did make it known
Well,
what I did like.
when we met, I was like really, really skinny at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I was just like crap, you know, because I didn't work
That's
out
right.
as much as I work out now. But then I was like, okay, so I took it seriously.
She did.
So
To her
like,
credit,
you know,
she did.
But
She
those are the things that you have the conversation. I guess that's why. Like he's
Yeah.
never told me you're
Uh-huh.
fat,
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
but
Yeah.
I know that if I got to that point, he would
No,
give it
I would.
away.
I'm really vain. I really mean that. Like I'm really vain. Like I will
Okay.
tell her, and
Okay.
the problem is she genuinely takes care of herself. Like she works out. She
So
genuinely.
are you gonna go to the gym?
Like Richard's antsy. What do you want to say?
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. There is a double standard.
No.
This is bullshit.
No.
This is
I
bullshit.
know, but Gio says
You-
delivery is important.
Delivery
Delivery is
is always important. Delivery is always important. First of all, among men, I believe you. Among men,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can tell each other that.
Sure.
Your significant other, your wife, you tell her she is fat, that will be the most devastating moment in her life.
For me, yeah.
It will be like the world has opened up and ate me.
you're right.
Like it will be, dude. The gods will come down from to the earth and
Oh, yeah.
and
No,
destroy us.
I will hold it
Yeah,
to you
Yes.
I
forever.
agree, but
Yes.
I didn't never said, babe, you're fat.
No.
No.
She,
Literally
she
said-
brought up the
I
conversation.
literally
Yeah.
said, so
How are you feeling?
If I started a conversation with Rocio with how are you feeling, she would go, what the fuck? I ate one cookie. And now you're saying how am I feeling? I know where this is going. Oh my God.
I mean,
It's
like,
true.
where the heck
It
are
is
the
such a
cameras?
yes.
Where are
Oh,
the cameras?
nice.
Where are you watching me?
This better be a podcast conversation because right now.
You better be playing. You better be playing.
Yeah.
I hope
Oh,
you're not
yeah.
asking what you think you're asking.
You
Right
better watch
now.
your mouth right
I
now.
just think, okay, have you ever seen that TikTok when the girl comes and grabs a husband's like lonca, goes,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, stop, and then he comes by and grabs her lonca, stop. It's like, stop. Like, what are you doing?
Yes. How, Richard? How would you? Not saying that Rose Hill's fat or anything, but how would you come up? How would you come up to her then? How would you say to her like, you're a little overweight?
You don't.
He hasn't. No,
You don't?
he never
You
did.
don't.
Not when I mean, I'm
Look,
not as fat now. But he
she
never
knows.
did.
I don't need to
knew-
tell her.
I knew
Yeah.
I was fat.
I didn't,
Yeah.
but listen, she had all my support.
were sick.
Every time she wanted, every time she wanted to try something,
Yeah.
I've been very supportive.
Yeah.
I've never been negative. If she wants me to buy weights, I'll buy weights. If she even if she doesn't use, I don't give a fuck. I bought it because I'm here to make her happy. But I'm glad she understood. Okay, I got to do something about this.
Even if I don't
Which-
use them.
Huh?
That's messed up.
No.
Even if I don't use them.
I don't care. Like, you know.
So he's secretly calling you out. That's what's happening here.
He's just like, I know she's not going to use
But
them,
no,
but I
but
bought 'em
that's
for her.
that's what you do as a husband. You
Yeah.
don't say no to any of that.
Yeah, of course.
She understands where she
No,
was
he
at.
he
That's
never,
it.
never has never told me that I'm fat. I know when I'm super like, oh dang, I shouldn't
Yeah,
be
I
here.
think us
Yeah.
women were more like
Yeah, for sure,
conscientious
for sure.
of that, 'cause
Even
we're
men
like,
though too. I think.
Yeah.
No, everyone
yeah,
is, I
of
think, right?
course.
As soon as my knee starts squeaking, I know. I don't need her to tell me. They start. I'm
Same
butt naked
here,
in the
same
shower.
here.
I was like, oh shit, I'm too heavy. Let's go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you have a
man.
good butt though, Gabby. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Oh
Thank
no,
you.
it's hard earned. Many years she put
hard-earned?
in. It's very hard earned. But yes,
hard-earned.
it's
It's a BBL, my doctor.
So-
I'll
Yeah.
I'll pin him in the
You're like-
comments.
you're like shout out to
See, see again, you got to go back to having the conversation with
Yeah.
your spouse. If you're like vain, like
Mhm.
Irvin,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Irvin is
sorry.
vain.
or if you're vain, but if you're like me and Richard, just don't say anything.
Don't say anything. Just be supportive and buy her whatever she
Don't
needs.
say anything, and like if she says I want to get on a diet, then the best thing to do is do it with her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
be supportive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or be
for sure,
supportive,
for sure.
be supportive, period. But if you do it with her, dude, that's major points.
Even better, yeah.
Even better points, because then you're like, even if you're super skinny and you look like you're gonna disappear, who cares?
Yeah.
You act like you're on a diet too.
Listen, if she cooks it, I eat it. I don't complain. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
That's true.
I'm gonna eat it. She knows that. If I make this, are you gonna eat it? Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't
He
matter.
does. Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
That's it.
That's how we got here, babe.
Yeah.
That's how we got here.
You keep eating everything she makes.
Right.
What about men wearing makeup? Let's just say one
Yes.
day, yes, one day, let's
Do you
just
want
say-
men wearing makeup?
No, but like if
Wait, I have something to say about it, but
All right,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Well, like if you're married, right, and your husband doesn't wear makeup, but one day all of a sudden he show up from work and he got eyeliner.
I mean,
Like wait,
I mean,
like
wait,
like
wait,
like
yeah.
like a
That's a
girl
weird
would have eyeliner, or like he's going goth or something.
Just like an eyeliner, either or. I mean, it's makeup, right? Like, and this is not something you're used to. He didn't tell you. Does he have to tell you? Is it like what's?
yeah, he has to tell you.
Yeah,
He's
you can't just
getting
be
your
like,
makeup from your bag.
Ta-da!
I got
Use your
makeup.
Can I use it from now on?
Listen, I've seen the makeup things.
Gio said that's hot.
Who?
Gio.
Okay. So when I saw it, I thought this is great. When you're doing a commercial, when you're going to do a video,
Yeah.
when you do promos.
Foundation, right?
I thought this was awesome. Right? So I put it on. I was like, okay, perfect. This is great.
Felt good.
Good. Your face looks clear. It's like you're wearing a filter. That's awesome. Not overdoing it.
primer.
Awesome. But that's what I do. I make videos. You know what I mean? For example, I was shooting the commercial for Fairway Staffing.
Yeah.
I show up. I knew there was no makeup artist, but I knew this was going to be televised. So I was like, okay, let me put my makeup on. As a person that makes these videos or commercials, I understand why I do it.
Yeah.
But then I started seeing that regular people, regular men are wearing makeup. And I'm like, that's how they tricked women.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Women only wear makeup because the other girl's wearing makeup.
Yeah.
You're all wearing makeup because the other one wears makeup.
I
The other
wear
one
it
wears
because it makes me feel good.
because now you look a little like her.
No, because I look a little nicer.
Nice.
more
According
filtered.
to who?
To me.
No, to society around you. That all the girls say, "Oh, we all need to wear
This
eyelashes."
argument is like forever. It's
Yes. Now, why would we as men want to start arguing about this? Stop using makeup, guys. If you're a video, if you're in video or if you're an actor, I see why you wear the makeup. But regular guys, we need to stop. They already gave us man purses.
But have you seen
This is next.
Have you seen those TikToks? I don't know if it comes up on your For You page, but I've seen this guy who I watch, yes, because he does amazing makeup on himself.
Sure.
But he has like a girlfriend and everything, and she's okay with him. Like he wears full like.
Oh, I've seen him.
lashes,
Yeah.
I've seen him.
full makeup.
Oh, yeah, I don't think
And
I've-
he's has his girlfriend, and
That is
they've been
different.
together for years.
Yeah.
That is different.
But she's
I'm
known about
talking.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I'm going to my construction job site now.
Oh, like a regular guy.
Well,
This
maybe
is
you
what-
just don't want to look, you know.
I understand, but listen, guys. Now, like women are like right now going, like, it's damaging my skin. I have to always wear makeup. Oh my God, this is now cancerous. All this. Why? Because the society told you girls to wear makeup. Now, as men, I'm trying to say, do not wear makeup. As men, do not put it on.
Oh, whatever makes you feel better, babe.
You know what? Being accepted with what you are makes you feel better.
I accept myself
Yeah.
with makeup.
I too accept myself with makeup.
I like the blush and I like
I-
the eyelash.
Yeah.
Well, I accept myself with no makeup.
I
You look
accept
good without makeup.
What about you? What about you?
I
No
like
makeup?
you without makeup.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm somewhere in the middle, probably closer to your position. I mean, look, people can do whatever they want to do. I don't really care, but I would definitely say it's not for me, and I don't really care for it. But if someone wants to do that, I mean, that's their business, I guess. But it's not my thing. If I
Well,
had
you
to
know
say.
what? That's true. By the time this is popular, I'll probably be in my 60s or
You'll
70s.
be 99
Right.
and wanting to divorce me.
Yes.
Why? Cheated?
She cheated 50 years ago.
I won't say
Di-
the
fi-
I won't say the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say
Burn
the
it.
letters.
No,
I'm
you burn
burning the
those letters. Oh my god.
That's funny.
Man.
Okay.
But one last question. I do want to I want to hear the tips. Do we have any tips for tonight? Any dating tips?
You know what? What we did on Sunday, I think that's a great dating tip. Go there. Go to the like a video, something like
the immersive games that we did on
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday. It was like a virtual,
Oh.
and like you wear
yeah.
these little hats on your head, and then
Yeah,
it,
like-
the it's not like what is it? VR. It's
VR?
not like VR.
It's not
No.
VR. You interact with the
You actually
screen.
can touch the walls, and then
Oh.
it senses you.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
move around, and you
Yeah.
kind of get like a little workout actually in
Oh,
there. It just
really?
depends on the game that you get.
Mm.
But it's fun for dating. I thought it was great, like for a family, and it's fun for like getting to know
Like
somebody.
date night, just because you as a couple will get to interact, talk,
Yeah.
troubleshoot. Even if you do escape rooms, you get to troubleshoot, but you have to
Yeah.
talk to each other.
and see how you are
Exactly.
if you get upset about like you competitive or
Okay, because
Stuff like
usually what
that.
you do is date night means movie and
Right.
going to eat, and now
Yeah.
you sit there and talk for. You don't talk for 2 hours.
Yeah, you don't.
And then you get up and you go have dinner, and that's the only talking you have. If you go interact first, go have fun, and then go
Yeah, it's
dinner and talk about
definitely
all that
a
stuff.
different experience.
Oh, 100%.
That sounds fun.
No, that's so smart. Where you guys are choosing ideas where you're actually engaging with each other.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing because I've actually seen that argument happen in front of me where the guy's like, dude, we go on dates all the time. She's like, the movies don't count. You don't talk to me.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the interactive show, the games, will
Yeah.
force you to,
Yeah.
or an escape room or something where you're gonna have to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kind of
Yeah.
coordinate with each other and see how you go with each other.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
No, that's a big important thing. I mean, when I'm working with couples, I just tell them keep it simple. Do what you did when you first got together. You guys spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
Remind yourselves that you have fun with each other again, because that's a big part of it. And surprisingly, when you get people to start engaging with each other and they start having fun again, they start becoming very generous with the other person with their faults. Now suddenly you taking longer to do this thing I asked you doesn't piss me off as much
Yeah.
because I kind of like you more now. I'm willing to tolerate it a little bit more, And that's one easy way that I work with couples to like get the fighting down, have them spend time with each other and actually start liking each other.
Yeah.
And the way I guess I put it is, look, if you had a complicated math problem, for example, and you had two rooms, in one room you have people who hate each other and the other one you have best friends, who's gonna cooperate much better to figure it out? Obviously the best friends, right? Well, that's what I tell my couples. I'm like, let me get you guys to start liking each other again, because now we can start tackling these issues together versus at the beginning, if we just start dealing with problems alone without you guys connecting, you're just going to take that as the opportunity to be like, well, see, you do this and you do that. And you like, that's their opportunity to let their grievances out. So what are one of the things that I like to do with my couples to help, especially with the communication? I talked about it last time. I think we said reflective listening. Here's one exercise I have them do that they get surprised how much they realize they suck at listening. What I do is this. I'll put on a timer and I'll put 10 minutes on. 5 minutes sometimes. And I have one person talk, the other one has to shut up and just listen. That's it. And the person talks and I give them a question. It could be anything like, why did you get mad about last week's argument? What was the issue? They start talking for 5 or 10 minutes. The person has to listen. And once they're done, I talk to the person who listened. Can you restate everything she said? What did you hear? As best as you can. Like a lawyer has to listen to their client's story to be able to argue it in front of the judge. So of course you're going to have to listen well. I said, can you do that for me? 9 times out of 10 people are just like, they literally come up with the dumbest version of what they just heard.
They're in their feelings.
They're in their feelings because they got offended or whatever the case is. So it's a real skill to listen to someone and hear them say critiques about you and that's your fault, and just stay calm enough and just understand what the hell they just said. Because guess what? You can engage better with what they actually said versus you getting in your feelings and then defending yourself. So that's what I do. So 5 to 10 minutes on, one person talks about whatever it is you want to talk about. The other person listens. And for about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, the other person reflects it back to see how well they listened. And then you flip the script. Now the person who talked listens and the person who was listening talks. And what I tell couples is we're not here to figure out an issue in this exercise. This exercise is purely to practice your listening muscle. And I have my couples do that for a couple sessions until they actually get it. And guess what happens? They fight a lot less. It's very simple.
It's an exercise to try at home, you guys.
Yeah, I really recommend it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
And I'm offended. No,
Are you offended, Irvin?
Very offended.
Welcome to my world.
Now you know how Rocio feels.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a great tip. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay.
All right. Any closing arguments, thoughts?
No. Yeah, get ready for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's right.
Not yet. It's my birthday next week.
Oh, yeah, next
That's
week.
right.
Oh, yes, let's
That's
talk.
right.
So if you guys want to see it, 17 and 18 will be at the Laugh Factory in Covina, celebrating Rocio's birthday. So come on the 17th at 9 o'clock show. We are definitely going to have a good time. Yes. We're going clubbing afterwards.
There you go.
I need a nap.
I get tired.
Oh.
I gotta sleep. But
I'm like, I can't handle all that, babe. I'm in my 40s.
yes. Yo le estoy diciendo que ando con una pollita.
I hate when you use that word. Okay, guys.
All right, bye.
Have a great night. Follow us on Humor and Healing YouTube. See the full versions of these videos, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.